Hello, and welcome to Twin Study After Dark. I'm your host, Sallie, joined by my co-host, Katie. We're identical twin sisters. We invite you to join us as we investigate our similarities and differences in all things life has to offer. Hello, and welcome to Twin Study After Dark. I'm your host, Sallie.
And I'm your other host, Katie.
Welcome in, everyone. It is about to be summertime season, which means
bikinis.
Rip off your clothes. Naked bodies.
We were waiting for it.
Woo!
Yeah.
Show that skin, baby.
Mm-hmm. Do you think everybody just looks better with less clothing on?
Well, that's my debatable topic today, actually. Okay. It's like you read my mind.
Twins or something.
Twins. Yep. So my debatable topic today is, we're both 35 now. I guess one would say we're not spring chickens anymore. Or however you say it.
What is that phrase? Yeah.
And I've been hearing a lot of talk from the mamas in the hood about bathing suits, just the process of buying one that's more mom appropriate. And I wanted to debate the topic.
Okay.
As you get older, does it become more unappropriate to show skin? Because I know a lot of people alter what they wear based on their age or how people might perceive them. Like, I remember I was talking to one of your friends probably like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I got a thong bikini because I'm like, I think I said I'm 30 now and I feel like this is the last chance I can wear it. And she was like, why would it be your last chance to wear it? Like, you can still wear thong bikinis. And this was somebody who didn't have any kids at the time. And I think a couple years ago, I would have said my style would have changed with kids. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you always see that mom at the beach that's wearing a banging suit. She looks fucking amazing. And she has her butt out and like the kids are running around. And I just want to think, like, do you think that there's an age limit for these things? Like, clothing wise? That's my debate.
Yeah. I'm trying to think because I know I've been the type of person that has thought, like, in this setting, I'm going to wear something with more coverage because I feel like it's more appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to even admit that because I so try to be that person that does not care what the general public thinks.
Mm-hmm.
And like, that's against everything I believe in, to like change what I really want to wear because I think that something else might be more suitable for other people observing.
Oh, you're changing it based on others' judgment?
The others' judgment, yeah. But there has been times, if I know it's going to be an event where there might be colleagues there, or if there's an event where when I go to, honestly, like a nicer resort, I'll pick an outfit that has more coverage.
Really?
Because I feel like if I show more, I'm going to get judged.
Interesting.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. I mean, I think our mom always told us growing up, she was like, in the lobby, you have to put clothes on. So even though I don't think that's a true rule at some resorts because like they expect people to be in bathing suits, like laying out.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I have mom in the back of my head saying, you need to put clothes on before you go in the lobby.
And I'm like,
that's probably not even a rule.
It probably was ingrained in us, but yeah. I've been places where there's nude beaches and I just feel like those are my people. Like, I think less is better. I personally feel comfortable. But in this society, the United States of America, I have clothed myself more. So for all those people judging, just know that I'm thinking about it and putting clothes on because of all of you.
Really though? Okay, so it's interesting because I remember there was a time after you had your son where you were intentional about putting like high-waisted bikinis on because like you were
stretch mark.
Yeah, you were like embarrassed by your body. And I think that's why a lot of women cover up more. I don't know if it's because they necessarily are they thinking like this is more appropriate, or are they more like this is what I'm comfortable in, like showing the world.
I do think that as you get older, comfort becomes more desirable. Like, you're not going to wear something just because you look banging. You want to be comfortable.
So I bought like a bodysuit that it's literally just like a top, and I bought it because it was on TikTok and it's supposed to really like suck you in.
Mm-hmm.
These are the things girls go through, guys. But it's so uncomfortable to wear that I've actually never worn it, and it does look banging, but I can't like think of a time that's like worth it. Worth it to wear it.
Yeah, I have a one-piece bodysuit that I wore to work the other day, but the zipper is up in the back behind my neck.
Yeah.
And so for me to reach behind and get it down to go to the bathroom, I had to go ask my intern to help me.
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother conversation, just women's clothing in general. Like, it's just difficult sometimes.
It's so not functional.
But like, in terms of like, do you judge other women when they're wearing certain outfits that you're like, because I've been in groups of women, and I hate to even admit this,
where they're judging.
Where adult ass women watch another girl walk by and they say, wow, her shorts are way too short, or something like that.
I think it's just it's unfortunately common practice where people love people watching. And I know people that we've laughed about the fact that they will sit downtown and just watch people come home from the bars at night because it's entertainment for them. Yeah. And again, I just don't, I know I've been probably judged, that I really, really feel like uncomfortable saying anything about another person.
Okay, so I was actually going to say that. I think whenever I'm with a group of women and they make a comment about what somebody else is wearing, it truly, actually, the person I'm judging is the person making the comment. I don't give a shit what other people wear. Like, honestly, because lots of times it's like a heavier girl or something and she's wearing short shorts or something like, and then they make a comment, or even if it's
who's making that comment?
Like,
that's
so
fucked
rude.
up.
That's what I said.
That's so fucked up. You know what? What I'm doing is looking at that person and be like,
you're fucking off.
Yeah, thank God you're confident. Yeah. Like, power to you.
No, so that's the thing. When I'm with people and they make comments about other people, what they're wearing, I'm just like, that actually makes me judge you and not them.
Yeah.
I want to be in the mindset that literally bodies are beautiful.
It's unfortunate.
If you want to show skin, please do. And honestly, if you feel good in your skin to wear whatever you want, I'm honestly in awe of you. That is awesome. I commend that, and I don't think it's asking for attention. I don't think it's inappropriate. I think that we have been trained in society to say that is inappropriate, but it's not. It's like, you have a body and you're wearing clothes. Like, that's great. Like, whatever.
I think the unfortunate part is that women's bodies have become so sexualized. Like, that to me is unfortunate, although I think we're beautiful and sexy. But like, you should be able to show or wear whatever you want, show as much skin or wear whatever you want, and it be a form of self-expression and not be viewed as something that's inappropriate, or especially when it comes to age. Like, the older you get, you shouldn't be wearing certain things.
Yeah.
I just don't agree. I do feel, though, in contrast, when a young child is wearing maybe more exposing clothing, I do
How young is the
feel
child?
Concerned, because unfortunately, again, in our society, children are sexualized. And I feel worried, not because the child's doing anything wrong, but because the minds of adults is probably maybe doing something wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I agree with you on that. But it's like not even coming from a judgmental place, but more of like a protection.
It's a protective,
like, protect yourself, especially for like those teenage girls, because older men are looking at you.
For children too. I mean,
I know, it's sad.
It's sad, but that's like what the world we live in.
But like, in contrast to that, I want to say that, and I know I've shared this on a podcast that I don't think ever aired, so I can share it again. But I know growing up, our mom was super self-conscious of her body. So we grew up pretty self-conscious of our bodies. I remember being really uncomfortable to even try to get in a bikini. Like,
I know,
I had a
right?
long time where I just would wear one piece, and I had a banging body, great body, but I wouldn't wear one because I was so
probably the best body you'll ever have was never
like teenage years. And I remember the first time I wore a two-piece, I was just so uncomfortable. I was like covering my stomach. And I promised myself back when I was a kid, I was like, when I raise my kids, I want to make confident girls. And I remember like saying to myself, because I remember noticing how uncomfortable I was when I was on a date and he brought me out on a boat.
Yeah.
And I was so uncomfortable in my body. I couldn't even enjoy the whole time on the boat.
Yeah.
And I just
oh my God. I've been the girl that was uncomfortable in shorts.
Okay, so
Like,
can I finish my story?
Yeah, right.
So anyway, I just promised myself I'm not going to raise those girls. So I remember saying I'm going to raise girls that can wear bikinis as skimpy as they want, and they're going to think they look like golden. Like they can spend a whole day on a boat and just have fun.
Yeah, just
like,
enjoy.
Like the boys get to do. Like the boys just get to go out and water ski and not think about what
and
they
whip
look
off
like.
their shirts. And,
Yes.
Yeah.
So I remember thinking that. And so when you say, oh, I don't like when little girls wear like skimpy outfits. I mean, obviously
I'm not saying I don't like it. I get scared.
Yes, of course, because men are creepers, and I guess there's women. People are creeps, right?
Yeah.
But I just do want to like be cautious not to make them so insecure where they don't feel comfortable sharing any skin, because that's bad too. Like I don't,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like I don't
Yeah.
want them to feel so uncomfortable in themselves that they like were like us, because it took me honestly until like I was adult to feel comfortable in a bathing suit. Truly. Because of how we were raised.
It's so true. Yeah, I agree with that.
And I remember watching girls like run around on the beach having fun playing soccer in a bikini, and like they looked so like effortlessly happy, and I couldn't get there because I just was so insecure.
It's such a shame.
Yeah. And like,
I remember like even just we got comfortable at soccer camp, like taking our shirt off and like being in a sports bra.
Exactly.
But like it took us going to a camp during the summer away where everybody's just playing the same sport.
Yeah.
To take off our shirt with a sports bra on.
Whenever we'd play, because we grew up playing soccer, and sometimes it'd be boys and girls, and they'd say shirts for skins. And we, again, had beautiful bodies, but I remember being like, I'll be a shirt. Like, I'll be a shirt. Like, I couldn't even be in a sports bra.
Right. Yeah.
And so that's why I think I am just the biggest advocate. Show your skin. It is beautiful. It is a body. Yes, it has stretch marks. Yes, it has cellulite. All freaking bodies do. I'm an advocate for showing your skin.
The content creators that now we have on Instagram and TikTok, there are some that are body positive, and they're showing like the quote unquote flaws in their body per society standards. And I just think they're just angels on this earth, because it is so important to show, an unedited photo or your tummy when it's not tucked away, or your boobs when they're sagging a little bit low. And the partners out there that are like, oh, I love stretch marks. Like I love those insecurities. Like I love imperfections type of thing.
Yeah.
Like, thank you, because it's just real. Like that's real life.
And I give love to like the athletes that are just gym people, where they're at the gym every second of the day. Your bodies are fucking beautiful and hard as rocks and great, wonderful. Show them. But if you have a normal ass body with like a flabby stomach or like some cellulite, show it, girl. Like, I don't fucking care. And if it's 90 fucking degrees out, I hope you're not in jeans. Like, wear your shorts. Yeah. Because we live in Florida, and you'll see girls that are so insecure, they'll be in like winter clothing, and it's like, it's 100 degrees out.
So do you think that people become more critical of a person when they become a parent or when they get older?
Yeah, I think, I don't know. It's hard to say because we surround ourselves with a really good group of women.
Yeah.
And I don't think that any of them are super judgmental, but I do think that there's certain crowds that are a little bit more conservative.
If you ever go through, I don't know if anybody's on here listening that is part of like a mom group that's just like a widespread mom group, but like a Facebook mom group or something, you will see some of the most judgmental posts ever, and it made me terrified to be a mom. I was like, moms are the most judgmental group I've ever. You'd think they'd be the most accepting.
Yeah.
But like everything you read on there, it's horrific. And that's why I feel so blessed. I hate that word, but I feel so lucky that we're in the neighborhood we're in with the moms we're in.
They're so
They're
down to
all
earth.
so cool and down to earth, and that's unusual. That's why our
Yeah.
neighborhood is bomb. If anybody wants to move here, move over here. It's
Also,
cool.
like, yeah, they just make you feel like safe to be yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that honestly, our neighborhood, the neighbors, the ladies in this neighborhood are like magical because they're all just so kind.
And I wonder if that speaks to like where we're headed. Hopefully, with like progress, people are getting more comfortable just being themselves.
Yeah.
And accepting people for being themselves.
Yeah. So anyway, so I guess the debatable topic again. So like, do you think there's an age limit on showing skin? I wish there wasn't. That's my answer. My phone is being crazy, so if I start
I think society has created an age limit. I don't know what that age would be because I think it's actually getting older. Like, I do believe that when our parents grew up, when you turned 30, it was like this major event. Like, they had houses and families and they had careers. And now the generation, it's taking us much longer to do what they did.
Yeah.
And so, but I also think in that way, somehow we're preserving our youth longer. Like, I don't know.
Well, like they say, millennials are looking younger.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree too. We look young as hell.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it is exactly. But I mean, we still get carded all the time.
Okay. So
all of our friends do.
Sallie and myself, we don't do any kind of Botox or filler or plastic surgery or whatever, and like we support whoever wants to do that, but we have not done that. But the fact that like I do feel like still our generation, even without all those things, is still aging slower. I think that's an interesting thing to think about. Like, I don't understand it. I don't get it at all. Maybe it's just the style our parents.
Well, they always do that. I like the before and afters of like mom hair and like mom hair and how it looks like you're aging.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is, but I think our age group is looking young.
And I don't know. I mean, mom jeans essentially came back in style.
I know.
Mom jeans were high-waisted jeans.
I know. And they look great.
And they look, I mean, for girls, we love them. I don't know if guys love them, but for girls, we love them.
Oh, I remember when they first came back in style, one of my boyfriends at the time was like, I hate those high-waisted jeans. They're so gross.
They make your butt look long. Yeah. Yeah, like I remember they said that, yeah.
And the funny thing is that was before the peak of them, and now they're just everywhere.
That's all you get.
That's all you get.
Yeah.
Is mom-waisted jeans.
I don't know what it is, but I was watching a TikTok where they were talking about the movie Father of the Bride, and he's supposed to be like 40 something, and they made them they look so old in that movie. I'm sorry, I don't know like the act. Oh, was it Diane Keaton and
Martin?
No,
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin. Okay, don't quote us on this.
That is his
okay, name. But they looked they were supposed to be 40 something, and now I'm like looking at 40-year-olds, and I'm like, they look like babies. Like, we have so much life left.
I know, seriously. Like, the Bella twins.
Oh, my God.
Kristen Cavallari, 37. I'm like, these people look like they're in their 20s.
We're almost there, but, like, all my 40-year-old best friends look fucking amazing.
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
I don't know either.
Yeah. But, so you don't think there's an age you need to stop wearing certain shit?
No, and honestly, when I see an older woman wearing, like, outfits that look quote unquote young for her, I love it.
I do too.
I'm like, yes, get it, queen.
I know, I do too.
Yeah. I love it. So
I love it.
I don't think you'll ever ladies. I don't think that you're gonna be judged necessarily by women. I do think men could maybe judge, but that's just my outside perspective.
My thing is like power to you. Like, and everybody, like, wear whatever you feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
And if you feel comfortable wearing a sexy ass outfit, please do, because it inspires other people to do it.
Or colors. Okay, so that's another thing is I was raised, I feel like when I started my career in a very male dominated field, and it's flipped since I've been in it, like,
that's nice.
Which is kind of a wild experience to observe.
Mm-hmm.
But when I first entered, it was very male dominated, and everything I was doing was with a lot of males around it. So at that time I felt like I needed to dress more manly, and I never wore pink. I really didn't wear much color. And now I'm like, what a disservice I must have done for women. Like, if you're a woman in corporate America or anywhere, if you want to wear a color, wear colorful clothes, patterns, frills, skirts. I was shamed for wearing skirts at work.
Yeah, I
you
remember
know,
that.
and I just feel like that's part of the problem is
Yeah.
like you should be able to dress if as long as in a workplace you have to be a little more professional, right? But as long as like you aren't exposing too much within the workplace.
But it goes the same way though. If you want to wear like boys' clothes, because
yeah,
that's what you feel
then
comfortable
you
with,
get to wear that
do
too.
it. Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Because you used to say that I dressed like too manly sometimes.
yeah, and well, it's probably because I was feeling like I had to dress manly and I
Yeah.
wanted to dress girly.
Yeah.
And
But I like wearing like boyfriend jeans and a t-shirt sometimes.
oh
Like
yeah,
I like really dressing pretty like tomboyish. Like
yeah,
people think I think that I'm the girly one and you're the more tomboy, but it's actually opposite.
it's the opposite.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I like wearing like comfy clothes, I guess, and going out in like tennis shoes.
And I like sequins and lace
Heels.
and
She loves a good heel.
a heel. Yeah.
A good silky jammy. She
Oh,
loves a good silky jammy.
I like hop across my bedroom in my silky jammy.
Yeah, and I'll be like, Katie,
why are you dressed like that?
I was like, do you dress like that every night? I go to bed in like ripped undies and
because
Adam's
we'll
t-shirt.
go on girls trips together and I'll have my little pajama set and she'll be like, why are you wearing that? I'm like, because it's cozy
like,
and I feel good.
Yeah, I was like, who are you trying to impress right now? Like, talk about I'm being judgmental right now.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I feel good when I'm in like girly clothes.
Yeah.
And the fact that like anybody would have had to hinder their form of self-expression because they felt like they didn't fit in somewhere makes me really sad.
Yeah.
And now
if you like it, girl, go buy it and put it on.
Okay, so now in the workplace, because it's flipping where there's more women coming into the workplace, I think there's more women graduating from college. Not that college is going to be relevant forever, who knows. But now I see so many girls wearing pink and pink pants, and maybe it's like it was before the Barbie movie, but the Barbie movie definitely helped, and I just love it because the best thing you can do as an individual is wear whatever you feel comfortable in because it allows other people to be themselves.
So do you think you've ever gotten like unwanted attention because you wear a certain thing? Like, you know how we said we are pro wear whatever you want, like show as much skin or little skin as you want, but like have you ever worn something where you're like, this is giving me like attention I don't really want?
I mean, yeah, and I think that's the concern. I think that's where that fear, I really believe people's judgments come from that fear of like assuming you're going to get unwanted attention or because of an experience they had, because that would happen to me when I was younger. I remember I would wear tank tops and they were like Old Navy tank tops. They weren't like super exposure tank tops.
Yeah.
But like, heaven forbid your shoulders are showing or like you have a larger chest.
You got attention for
no I remember a woman saying like, Katie should maybe put more clothes on.
What?
And it was an Old Navy tank top.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know. And I'm like, now whenever I see a girl exposing her shoulders, I'm like, thank you. I also am a free the nipple person, guys. So you're lucky I wear a bra.
Yeah, I am too. Who wants to wear a bra? But also we live in Florida, so it's always sweaty if you wear a bra. But I want to say though, a girl's compliment to a girl when you're wearing something, it's the most. I was just talking to a friend about this. Like, I know I asked about unwanted attention, but wanted attention when you're in the bathroom or when you're in whatever, and a girl gives you a compliment when you're wearing something. It means
so much.
It's so much more powerful than when a guy gives you a compliment.
It's so true because the girl knows what you went through to look the way you're looking or what you're
totally.
Where they're like, girl, that looks great on you. I love that pant, or I love that your hairstyle. Or I love your lashes. Whatever the hell they say, you're like, thank you.
That's so genuine and it makes your day. My friend was actually just telling me a story where she went to go try on a dress because she has to go to a wedding. And she tried on one and she actually really liked it, but the mirrors were outside the dressing room. So she was like looking at herself in the dress, and just a random person, she didn't know, girl, was like, you look fab in that dress, but I actually have a dress from here that you'd look amazing in. I need you to try it on. She went and got her the fucking dress. Went and got her the fucking dress, made her try it on, and it looked bomb. And my friend was like, this was a stranger. Like, she didn't work there. She was just like, I have this dress at home and you're going to look better than I look in it. Aww. And yeah, and then she ended up getting it. You know, that's powerful. That is what I love. So when we were, I don't want to share too much because we're going back into your last question after this. Yeah. But when we went to a Fall Out Boy concert, and we went out prior to get dinner, and this very old couple, they were probably in their late 60s. Oh yeah. They waved us down and they were like, oh my God, we were looking at you both and we just thought you were the most beautiful people we'd ever seen. And it was so unwarranted and just, we didn't it was so random. No, and whenever, because we were dressed kind of similar, and we had fake lashes on. Whenever we dress similar, that's like my ultimate like self-conscious self, because I'm aware that I'm bigger than Sallie, and like the fact that they waved us down and told us that we just looked beautiful, that is, again, just, they were like the cutest heavenly people on this earth. Yeah. And I think that just like compliments in genuine, I guess it could be from a man, but usually it's from a woman when it was like really genuine, you know? Yeah. Because I remember, I mean, there's just so many instances where it just makes your day because you're like, thank you. Or when women give each other like the courage to like do something, like just be proud of their body. Because I remember we went to a concert one time and it was just so freaking hot. It was like 100 degrees and we went with our friend to see an outdoor concert, and I like had sweat through my tank top. I was disgusting. And a girl in the bathroom, I was just like saying, I'm so gross, oh my gosh. And she's like, girl, just wear your like your bralette, like you look so banging in it, like just wear the bralette. And I was like, really? And she's like, girl, it looks fucking hot. Yeah. And I think like girls just giving each other just that nudge, building like, each other up, girl, cool. You can do it, like you look cute. Yeah. And it's awesome when girls do it. So I try to consciously do, like, whenever I see a girl looking cute or like anything, I'll try to make a comment because it means so freaking much. Like, we are so insecure, like, please give us some comments. There was a moment in time, and this was probably a couple years ago, but I was very actively thinking about that. And I was like, oh, it's kind of sad that I don't think men receive compliments like that. Oh, that is sad. And then so like I would start trying to like pay attention, and if somebody at work was wearing something, I'd be like, you know, you look really nice today. Like men, they're probably like, oh, Katie said it. I know, and it's such a shame. I hope they didn't think that. But I remember one of my best friends, her husband wore like now I think in hindsight, he probably had an interview that day. But he was more suited up than usual. And I was like, you look really nice today. And I try, like, it's just, it goes both ways. Like, it should go both ways. If we could only just understand as a species that they're not going to take it like another way. And I knew he wouldn't take it a certain way because he's married to one of my best coworker friends. But like, I think just putting it out there, be more willing. It's actually though really sad to think about, because guys aren't like going up to each other being like, you look banging. Yeah, like, I love your shirt. Yeah, your muscles are really big today. I think it's happening more now than it used to, and I want all of that just to like keep happening. I saw a funny TikTok where a girl was like, if you want your life to change, like say like refer to your boss or a man in your life as like the big man, like be like, hey big man. And like she's like, seriously, it changes everything. Like all of a sudden they're like, it's like they take it as like a dopamine hit, like they're like, you know, like they're like, oh, I'm the big man. Yeah. So like if you want like to get in with someone, you have to be like, hey big man, what's going on? It's like when I call my dog, like, you're such a good girl. Yeah, you're such a good girl. It's like, oh, big man, big daddy. Yeah. So unwarranted. The question was, have you ever received unwarranted or unwanted attention because of something you're wearing? I think every girl would say yes. Yeah, for sure. But I'm not gonna lie. Even as a married woman, you're like, this feels good. All women. So that's the other thing. So all women do you think that it's inappropriate
when a person hits on you, but you're in a relationship, to like accept a drink or to flirt. Because sometimes as in all the times,
As in every time?
If my partner is getting flirted with, I'm kind of like...
No, you said you like that. That's weird.
No, but I also am like, let them enjoy it. Like, let them have this. Like, get a free drink out of it. You know, like, I don't know. I'm more relaxed about it.
The thing to me is...
Because they're coming home with me at night.
I know, but like, I think that women are super perceptive. So if a woman is going up to your man because she's into him, what vibe is he sending out? Because I feel like my husband doesn't send out any type of vibe. Do you know what I mean? Because women are perceptive. They know who's with someone. It's not, I don't think men know as well. I think men are like, oh, see, they see a hot girl out of the bar and they're like, okay, there's not a man around. I think, like, I'm going to make my move.
Have you ever felt like there's a case where, and I'm using the term woman because I'm a woman.
Yeah.
Where they're trying to see where they stack out next to you. Like, if they can get his attention, then they feel like they're equal or above you.
I'm not even shitting you. I've never seen a woman hit on my husband. But like I said,
he never goes out. He's a homebody.
No, but also I'm not kidding you. Like, I don't think he gives out that vibe. I think there has to be some element
they're
of, like,
giving out.
I do think there has to be some inviting element, or like he's making eyes across the bar, because women don't just go up to anybody. Like,
that's true.
Think,
okay,
you know what I mean?
I think that's valid. So do you think it goes the other way around? Like, when women get drinks offered to them, do you think that they're giving out a vibe to get
No,
that?
I think men are creepers, and they're literally looking at the bar and they're being, who's cute? Oh, she's cute. Let's give her a
So
drink.
do you think it's more accepting for a woman to accept a drink than a man to accept a drink?
It seems like a double standard, but I think that I think that it's better.
You know, right?
I think it's okay for a woman to accept a drink from a stranger. Obviously don't make sure it's not roofied.
But if it's even better, like, we'll get our partners free drinks, right? Like, just come back with a free drink for them.
Yeah, but like, I, for whatever reason, don't think it's bad if a girl accepts a drink, because it's just a guy being a guy. But like, if your man accepts a free drink, like if Adam was out and he's like, hey baby, I got his drinks on the woman over in the corner, I'd be like, that's so messed up.
Like, I would be like, but like, I think she expects you to go home with her tonight.
No, I think some people too, like some of our friends would be like, okay, throuple, like she's coming home with both of us.
Why is that becoming so? Okay. We have to talk about this in a different episode. The throuples and like the relationships outside of just two people.
We sound so prude.
I don't care. I think everybody, power to you. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. I can't imagine. Maybe it's just my level of jealousy. Yeah. I can't not imagine, like,
we're jealous
being
bitches.
in a situation where I would be comfortable sharing my significant other with another person.
No, and like,
I would be so...
But what if it was like two guys and you?
I honestly, all of it. I'm like, because I wouldn't trust them to be able to handle it. I'd be like, you guys can't handle this. Somebody's going to get upset. I don't trust the situation.
Like, it's going to be me.
And exactly. I don't want to have to explain to each of you, like, why I like him better in this scenario than I like you in this scenario. Why I call you for advice, but I'd rather have sex with him. Like, I do not want to be in that situation. That sounds terrible.
No.
And I need to know how people do it. If somebody could come and educate us on it. Like, it's one of those situations. Like, wouldn't there always be a favorite? Like,
wouldn't there always be a favorite? Yeah.
Or is it like children, where you love them in different ways?
You love them in different ways. I love her when she does this.
Yeah. I love this about them, and I love this about them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not even comparable. There's not a favorite.
Oh my god.
You could never be in a throuple.
I
could never be in a throuple either, because I'm jealous as hell.
Yeah.
And Adam, even though he's cool, calm, and collected, he is jealous as hell. He could not handle it. He couldn't handle it, I know for sure, and I could not handle it.
I don't like that many people to be like, I can pick two. Like,
well, you have trouble getting one.
Rude, but it's true. Yeah, it's true. Because I'm too annoyed too easily.
Yeah. You'd be like, now I have two of you doing it wrong.
Now it's like two different people with two different things that they do all the time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, how did the How did we get on that conversation?
I have no idea how we get on any conversation at this point.
Yeah, I don't know how we got on that.
Where did we start? Dressing?
And
then throuples.
Well, so if you dress a certain way, you might end up in a throuple.
Oh my god, it's so funny. You know what? When we live in the villages one day, we'll explore it then.
When we're making this podcast and we're like 65, 70 years old,
we'll be like, what is it? Like a loofah that they put on their golf carts?
Oh, is that what they put? I thought it was just a flag color.
No, it's like a loofah.
Well, who is telling you this?
My coworkers.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a flag.
No, it's a certain color loofah means like what they're willing to explore.
Okay. So when we're like 70 years old, 65 maybe, and we're like, Adam, I'm bored with us sex.
Adam's on his way out.
I also am gonna get a southern accent my old age. Adam, I'm bored with us sex.
Why we moved to Arizona?
Why don't we put a flag or that one loofah on our car? He's like gonna be like barely responsive.
You're like driving around in circles and like you wreck into something because you can't see. And then you're like, but we'll sexually explore.
He'll be like, yeah, baby, anything you want.
And you're like, Adam's on his way out. I'm having husband auditions.
No, or like I'll be on my way out and I'll be like, I need to approve of who the next lover is. Like, we need to have
I will have needed to see her naked.
Yeah. She can't look as good as me now. And like I'll just be like saggy and old.
Oh,
I think that this is a reality, guys. If this podcast goes that long, I will give that update. 100%.
That's great. Okay. I think we're done.
Okay. We love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Educate us. Okay, bye.
Hi, everyone. It's Sallie. We're going to leave our story there for today and pick up next week on Twin Study After Dark. If you've enjoyed our podcast today, please rate, review, and subscribe. We'll meet again next week for more Twin Studies. Bye.